I've replaced all the nations in the 2022 World Cup with the countries that have the largest populations in the world. Now I'm going to simulate through the tournament to find out the eventual winner of this alternative World Cup. And there are some big shocks. So who's going to win? Who's going to cause some upsets? And who's going to get that coveted Golden Boot award? Although first of all, we should find out who's actually in the competition. In Group A, we've got Bangladesh, Ethiopia, Italy and Thailand, and no prize for guessing that Italy should be winning this group. Group B features Brazil, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Myanmar and South Africa, and it's going to be really tight, I think, between Congo and South Africa. Group C is France, Kenya, Sudan and the United States of America, and barring any major upsets, it should be France and America qualifying from this group. Group D, though, is really exciting. Egypt, Indonesia, Iran and South Korea. And if Iran can pull off some more upsets like beating Wales 2-0 in the real World Cup, they might progress through this group top of it. Group E features Algeria, Mexico, Pakistan and Turkey. And I'll be honest, I don't know who's going through that out of Algeria, Mexico and Turkey, because one of them has got to miss out. Group F features the biggest population in the world of China, alongside Colombia, England and the Philippines. Group G is also a pretty tough one with Argentina, Germany, Nigeria and Vietnam. Will Nigeria be able to get through that group? And finally in Group H we have India, Japan, Spain and Tanzania. There is a massive mix of countries in this World Cup. You've got some countries that really aren't that good at football despite their population, such as India and Myanmar, but you've also got some of the best teams in the world like Brazil and, okay, maybe a little bit big-headed, but England as well. So let's go through this World Cup. But if you want to keep up to date with the World Cup in real life, then you can download the One Football app. It is the best football app out there to keep up to date with all the latest football news, scores and updates. They're doing some in-depth match reports on all of the World Cup games, and I've been using it to keep up with all of the scorers and stats and everything like that. So if you want to help me and my channel out, link down in the description to the One Football app. So the group stage has been completed, and as you can see, Italy topped the group, although only on goal difference ahead of Thailand, as they both finish on 7 points, drawing against each other. Ethiopia managed to beat Bangladesh though to finish in third. In Group B, no surprises. Brazil topped the group with 3 wins from 3, but it's the Democratic Republic of Congo coming in second place ahead of South Africa, both losing to Brazil, both beating Myanmar, but both drawing with each other, and by virtue of goal difference, Congo are through. Group C, I was hoping for an upset here, but France and the US qualify pretty comfortably, although they did draw against each other, which is pretty interesting. A really boring goalless affair. Oh, Group D! Egypt have only just managed to qualify with Mohamed Salah picking up 3 points, 3 draws, drew every single game, but it's Iran who topped the group, beating South Korea and Indonesia. South Korea being knocked out there is actually quite surprising, because they've got a pretty decent team. In Group E, it's Algeria who fall at the group stage hurdle, Turkey and Mexico qualifying as they draw against each other to both finish on 7 points, but Mexico ahead on virtue of goal difference. Oh, here we go, it's coming home. England top the group there, with Colombia finishing second place in Group F. China coming in third place, beating the Philippines, but Colombia and England look like they drew against each other, and again, it's goal difference to separate the two sides. Nigeria couldn't do it in Group G. Germany top it with Argentina in second place and Vietnam coming in fourth, but they gave it a good go, Nigeria. They managed to beat Vietnam, drew against Germany, but lost to Argentina. And the final group, Group H, Japan beat Spain to the top of it. That's probably the biggest shock that we've seen in the World Cup so far. Japan topping a group there, India coming third place and Tanzania in fourth. So nothing too outrageous in the group stage. I think the teams that we probably expected to go through have gone through, but Japan topping the group is really impressive. So let's go through the results from the second round then. Let's see who makes it into the quarterfinals and towards the business end of this competition. Here are the results. And to be fair, I don't think there are too many shocks in there, aside from Iran beating the United States. Is this going to foreshadow what's going to happen in real life? Because after Iran beat Wales, they've got a great chance of qualifying for the knockouts in real life. But Italy just squeezed past the Democratic Republic of Congo, France seemed to batter Egypt, Brazil just beat Thailand, Mexico squeezed past Colombia. That's probably the tie of the round actually, with those two teams playing against each other. They're pretty evenly matched, I would say. Spain, despite coming second in their group to Iran, Spain, despite coming second in their group to Japan, have beaten Germany, knocking the Germans out 2-1 there. Also, England beat Turkey 2-0 and Argentina knock out Japan 3-2. To be fair, it was a pretty even game here between Iran and the United States, but Iran just had the better XG, so there was a chance to score goals, and they made it count. Mexico left it a little bit late to actually get the winning goal there against Colombia, and looking at the match stats, it was Colombia who were the team on top, so Mexico doing just about enough to scrape through this round of the World Cup. And Argentina-Japan was pretty close as well, but it's Argentina way outperforming their XG there with 3 goals in the first half to secure the win. So heading into the quarterfinals, the final 8 teams left in this competition. Iran, probably the biggest surprise so far, are still in this one, but they're not progressing any further. Battered by Brazil 6-1 there. Wow. Tough one for Iran to take, but I think they'll be pretty happy to get to the quarterfinals. Italy beat France 3-2, as you can see. That's a real tight one. I suppose France should be the favourites for this, given that they're probably everyone's favourites in real life too, but they've been knocked out by Italy, who of course didn't qualify for the real life World Cup. Spain lose to Mexico. Okay, there's been quite a few surprises here actually. And England beat Argentina. No surprises there, not at all. Oh, and they left it pretty late as well. Ciro Immobile scoring 2 goals in the last 12 minutes or so of the game. But look at the match stats, they probably deserved it. To be fair, Spain weren't helped with Ferran Torres being sent off in the 26th minute. That's probably why Mexico had 22 shots compared to Spain's 6. So Mexico did deserve to go through based on that, as you can see. But Spain didn't help themselves, going down to 10 men. So for the semi-finals, we've got Italy versus Mexico and Brazil versus England. And personally, it pains me to say it, but I think it's going to be an Italy versus Brazil final. I can't see Mexico or England getting through this one. Let's have a look, shall we? And we jump into the game. Oh my word! Italy 0, Mexico 2, and Brazil 1, England 2. I'll take it. I'll take it. So I feel like Mexico have been pretty lucky this World Cup, and as you can see, they've had a really evenly matched game here against Italy. On the balance of things, maybe the slightly stronger team based on the XG, but it's too close to call. But they've scored 2 goals in the second half and got the job done. Well done, Mexico. England, though, did look the more convincing side against Brazil, 16 shots to 11, a higher XG as well. And Neymar's goal in the 90th minute was nothing more than a consolation there. Sterling with the 2 goals for England, he was clearly man of the match there. 2 assists there for Phil Foden as well, he played very well. So, yeah, England into the final of the World Cup. Surely they're going to do it. Surely they're going to beat Mexico, and I'd love it. I'd love it if that happened. So heading into this World Cup final, England have got to win it. And so heading into this World Cup final, England have got to win it. Let's have a look, shall we? It had to be penalties. It had to be penalties. There is nothing more typically England than... Oh, they've absolutely dominated that final as well. 22 shots to 8. Much higher XG, more possession. Oh, and bless him, it's Saka who misses the penalty. But also, it looks like Dominic Calvert-Lewin missed the critical penalty right at the end there, which of course is poetry as well, because he ended up the tournament's top goal scorer with 6 goals in the competition, a goal every 56 minutes given that he wasn't starting all of England's games. Gabriel Jesus and Jimenez also finished on 6 as well, but they played in more games, so their goals per minute is a lot higher than Calvert-Lewin's. So it's just poetry that the man who won the Golden Boot misses the winning penalty. Oh, and even worse, Ramsdale, the keeper, has kept 5 clean sheets as well. He's won the Golden Glove. How have they not won this? Oh. So I told you there were going to be some shocks along the way, and I don't think anyone was predicting Mexico to win this World Cup with teams like France, Brazil and England in it. But what would happen if the smallest countries by population in the world played in a World Cup? Well, I've done a video on that one too, and it's on the screen right now.